Good morning everyone, welcome to Again a Craft. Today we're gonna do something completely different and unexpected. Because this morning I have received a bunch of spruce boards which are completely out of shape, twisted, bent, cracked. They even have holes in them. And yeah, I got them for free from the local timber yard. And I need to figure out what to do with them. I was thinking of doing some serving trays, but I already done like a bunch of ocean wave stuff. So today we're gonna try to do some spray painting. Anyway, join me on this adventure and we'll see where it takes us. Alright, see you in a minute. First off, I am going to chop it in half. I measured the half. These are 1 meter strips, so I'm gonna chop it at 50. And I can't do it with one hand, so I managed to put you guys on a tripod. Alright, let's do this. Ta-da! Okay, so we have this side and we have this side. This one has a hole in it. I think I'm gonna go with this one first. And yeah, I'm not sure if I need to sand it before I spray paint it, but I don't think. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna sand it lightly, and then we're gonna hit it with some graffiti. This is the idea. I'm gonna have nice something green over here, and something blue over here. So this is how it looks like, and as you know, here on Again a Craft we experiment with crazy stuff. So I came up with the idea of what if I flat coat the thing and I put handles on it and I make it a tray. I have no idea how does resin react to acrylic paint. I think it's acrylic. It's the solvent for this paint is acetone, and acetone dissolves resin too. So I think I need to wait for it to completely dry before I pour it on. But I'm not sure if it's gonna smudge it, dissolve it, or I honestly I have no idea what it's gonna do. So I'm just gonna mix up some clear resin and just pour it over and see what happens. And, you know, you join me on this adventure, so we figure it out together. You know, I do this stuff for research purposes mainly, so that you don't have to do it yourself. You know, you just watch the video and see, okay, this shit works, this shit doesn't work. Okay, this is what happens when you do this and this and this and this. Because resin is expensive and your time is expensive, but I like to experiment with stuff. So this part is a bit elevated and bumpy, and it still looks a little bit shiny, and it's tacky to the touch. The rest is completely dry. So yeah, I think you know what, let's just fucking go. See what happens. Also, I have no idea how level is this, so keep that in mind, because I always move shit around. So far so good. You know, it looks alright. It's like 200 grams of resin on it now. So if anything will happen, it will happen now. Just gonna hit it with a blowtorch to get rid of the bubs. No, actually I'm gonna hit it with alcohol. Because, yeah, why not? Got rid of the bubsies. Dude, I think it works. Looks like it's working. No idea though. Let me get a spatula, and I'm gonna move the resin to the edge here to have a complete coverage. Alright. Because surface tension doesn't allow it to go this way. But we're gonna cheat. Okay, and now it's covered everywhere. Yay! I mean, it's not too bad. Sorry about the shadow beam in the middle. But yeah, I'm gonna do some B-roll when it's done. Just gonna leave it and yeah, let it do its magic. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Alright, an hour has passed. Two things. First off, it does dissolve the acrylic paint, but if you don't touch it, it's not gonna fuck with it. Second of all, if you use a blowtorch to pop the bubbles, the white is gonna turn into an off-white color somehow. As you can see, it's like brownish. I guess because of the propane smoke, but I'm not sure. Third, I decided I'm gonna add the handles right now, because when you put something in epoxy, that tends to stay there. And if I can do it right now, I might as well just do it and not fuck with the screwing and measuring and, you know, just keeping it simple, putting it in resin, see what the result's gonna be. That's an experiment. Okay, bubbles are still popping up an hour later too. So my advice is to treat the board before you do the spray. Like do a very thin coat of resin, let it harden, and then do the spraying, and then do the art on it. Okay, because this is just a fucking nightmare to deal with. And how I'm gonna solve it is very simple. I'm just gonna leave it to almost completely harden, and then I'm gonna pop the bubbles. And in the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, when it hardens, it's slowly gonna fill up the holes. At least that's what I'm aiming at. If it fails, then I'm gonna do another flat coat on top of it. Hey, who cares? So that's it for that, and see you guys when I have something else to say. Yo, so another hour has passed, and the colors are changing. The pink turned into an orange hue. The whites are more like cream. So this was the pink originally, and now it's turning into an orange hue. The orange is still orange. Everything got a warmer color since we started out. So yeah, resin does react to spray paint, and it changes some stuff in it. So bear in mind, maybe if you want to keep the original color, you should do a clear coat, or maybe 2 clear coats of varnish, and then hit it with epoxy. And that will create a barrier layer between the color and the epoxy. Anyway, that's my theory anyway. So yeah, we come back if something else changes. Good morning, boys and girls. This is how it looks at the next day. Now, I have noticed that all the pink lines I made turned into an orangey hue, and the whites got a little bit darker in some places. Not here, but here and here. My theory is that some of the black has dissolved and tinted everything around it, so in this general area. Because as you can see, the stars and the little dots are a little bit darker here, but they are pure white over here. So my advice is, when you flat coat something spray painted, wait for it to completely harden, give it a clear coat, and then give it a flat coat. That's basically the result of this experiment. It looks quite nice, and I managed to have a single bubble in it, as you can see. But yeah, I made this to an astrophysicist friend who invited me over Easter and their Easter celebrations, and this is gonna be my first authentic Greek Easter celebration with the Orthodox Christians, and we're gonna roast lamb and tell stories, so it's probably gonna be very fun. Anyway, I'm rambling on again. So yeah, what I done here is I sanded the edges off. I did 4 nice feet, and once it completely hardens, because this is not hardened yet, this is just touch dry. Once it completely hardens, I will give it a wax coat. Also, the handles are rigid, so that worked. You don't have to screw it in. You just put it in the epoxy and let it do its magic. All right? Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you got something out of this video. And my doggies are very excited Aren't you, Julie? Yoshi? Yeah, she is very excited. And he is very excited too. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have fun. Take care. Bye.